Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of the Gospel with Ishmael. And this is one unique video in a manner where I won't be sharing much of what you have heard before, unless if you have heard it somewhere, I don't know. But I feel like it's, especially with Christian channels, you don't really hear this often, okay? I won't really be speaking, as you saw by the title of today's video, I won't be speaking about why men, and I think this is mainly for women, okay? But men can listen. Maybe I'll say something, I don't know, okay? But mainly I want you to understand, because I think majority of my audience is women, so this can so far, of course, I think women are mostly, okay? So you will also get to understand why you should wait for marriage rather than just because you feel like you become one flesh, your spirit, you'll get demons, blah 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 blah. But I want you to understand something about men. That's why these men, they sleep with women and they ghost. So what I want you to understand, and you realize perhaps it's also worth it to wait until marriage, because you will feel like you're gonna lock him in, and then you don't lock him in. Instead, you're pushing him away when you sleep with him. So one of the major things that makes men to sleep with women and still leave them or leave them is this: men are built differently from women. It's something that some men, they don't understand, and some women, they don't understand. So but the building of these two creatures is different. In terms of men, in their nature, is this thing of, I like what this other lady once said in and she said it correctly when I was watching this other video. Was it last year? But some time ago. She was like, after sleeping together, women tend to love more. The woman gets more attached, while a man gets less attached. So you see, a man will be chasing a woman so much before he could sleep with her. So much, like, no matter what she does, his goal is just only if I can sleep with her. And the moment he gets it, it's almost like he released something. And indeed, it's like in the nature of men, they release something, and when they have released something, it's almost like you can think that thing was their driving force that was making him run and non-stop desiring, craving for women, drooling over women. So the moment they release this, he feels like, nah. Because I remember for some years, I've been trying to understand, why is it like I would hear because most of my friends, especially in varsity, were women. Most of my friends were women, or were ladies. So most of them, they would cry that maybe find out after sleeping with a guy, he goes there, he starts ignoring her, Then after maybe a week or two, he comes back again. I couldn't really get it. I was like, are these men so heartless? What's going on with some of these girls? But most women would complain about being ghosted after that, That's why some women are so scared to just give in to men. But then as time went by, I began to understand. I was like, oh, okay, I think this is what's happening here. The human nature of men, the way they are built, the moment they get what they want, that they get in a woman's pants, they feel like all that desire goes away. But the human, by the way they are built, is like after some time, as the build-up begins again, that is when now they start craving for that woman again. I remember one preacher once said, even if I couldn't understand, because then I was still very young, he was like, women, he said he wrote a book that a man might sleep with you, but you can never take your womanhood. Womanhood, yeah, hood, right? Yeah. So, but then I didn't understand what he really meant. I was like, oh, okay. But as time went by, I got to understand. And then that's when I began to realize, as I started growing, that this is what it means. It's this thing. It's like any man can sleep with a woman, but as time goes by, you tend to forget that, like when it's like in history, it will be the thing, these people have slept together, it won't change. But as time goes by, that feeling, that enjoyment, that excitement, it tends to disappear to an extent where the men will totally forget about that thing. And for women, as much as she might have felt like we once slept together, to that man, after that feeling will end up evaporating to an extent where to him it will feel almost the same as if like they have never done anything. So that's why now when that craving comes back again, he will desire. Take it like this. It's almost like eating food. Or when you're in a fasting. The moment you get hungry, it doesn't matter that in the past you have once ate a burger or a McDonald's or this other fried chicken and all. When that craving comes, it almost feels like you have never eaten for the rest of your life. You just want what you want. Hence, a man will still be attracted to a woman. Hence, you will still crave to eat. You cannot eat and say, I'll be full for the rest of my life. No, so that's the same thing. So, but at the moment, that man, when he's full, just like food, when you are full, you can even fantasize that, you know what, I can even go for an 8 days fasting. Now I'm tired. Food is nothing. You know, let's stop being distracted by food. Because food is nothing. Why? Because you're still full. Then you'll be like, tomorrow I'm starting my fasting. Then tomorrow, as you start your fasting, as the days goes by, you start feeling hungry again. That's how people end up breaking the fasting again. Because the craving comes back and now you want that thing again. So some men are also behave in the same manner when it comes to women. They feel like they don't want them or they don't want you at the moment. Then he'll be like, I'm cool. Then after some time, the cravings comes back again. I heard this other man one time was like, don't dump a woman because you'll be in the when drought comes, those women whom you haven't dumped, those are the ones you're gonna go back to. So men, they tend to have that mentality and they tend to leave. So that's why it's so dangerous, especially because majority of these men, you find that they are not matured. So they don't understand how they feel. Almost like how women are controlled by emotions, or some they'll be like, women don't understand themselves so well. Some men, I think when it comes to that, they don't understand themselves. They don't understand that they need a woman or this woman. So if a lady is dealing with an immature man, obviously it's going to do that. It's going to ghost you. And as a result, you'll be left heartbroken. And some, they might not even ever come back again because you find that he was making you a side lady or a side chick. He already has a main woman or he has a wife, he's married. So of course, after that, he's going to ghost you. And you feel like, I've had enough. Or maybe you find that at that time, he totally wants nothing to do with you. Or maybe he's scared that now you are angry. Or maybe you no longer want to give him a chance. So hence, these things, they never stop. Men is because of their nature. Women fall more in love after that, after they did, but men tend to feel like they've got what they wanted. So the only person who can stick is a man who knows what he wants. He sees your character, he sees your value, he sees like he doesn't have other options. That's why I find that the more women want a man who's too stable, who's rich, those women never get to score those men. Why? Because they have multiple women. After you, there's this other one. So he's always satisfied. It's just now a matter of whom is he craving for. So if to you, you feel like, it's had enough, how can he come back to you again? He feels like, like I've been there, nothing. So men will end up running over you unnecessarily. That's why you find that sometimes the more you find a lady is taking long, she doesn't want to sleep with a man, that's the more he's going to be chasing her. So how much more when you are all Christians and you be like, so long, myself, I want to get married. If you really are serious about it, let's get married. So you find that at that stage, that man, when he's looking at you, he thinks you are so beautiful to him and all. So he will fantasize that, I can imagine sleeping with that lady. Oh, wow, this could be, I think I'll never have enough. So such a man, I remember there was this other lady who once said like she was talking to this other old man, and this man was busy craving for her when she was still in school. And the teacher, in fact, let me say a teacher, when he was looking at her, he was like, if I can get inside there, like I will never ever want to get out. So to me, it came to my mind, was like, so it seems this man was fantasizing about this girl to an extent where like he felt like I will never ever let go. But in reality, obviously he was gonna let go, but it is the craving that is having, the lust that is feeling. So the more he doesn't get that, in order to get that, sometimes he might do whatever it takes. If it meant being married to the lady, in order to get there, he will do that. And as a result, Even if now he feels like, he has had it, now you are married, he can never get out. Now he's trapped. So that's also another way. Just that some women are just scared to feel like, oh, he's gonna go and get it somewhere else. What if he leaves me? Blah, 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 blah. But still, even if you give it to him now, he's gonna leave. But the thing is, if he leaves while he has not gotten it, he will never have peace. He will always feel like there's something which has not happened. But if he has gotten it, he will always console himself that he knows how it's like to be with you, how he knows how it's like to be there. So he won't see the need to even come back to you. Hence, I say it is worth it at the end. Especially as Christians, you have to make him wait, and you will realize he will now chase you the more. The more, like, sometimes if he really is matured, he will make it the point that, okay, let's just get married. And then there, even if he tries to mess up, he can't. You're already married. You're staying together. Where is he going? You see? As easy as that. And allow me to cut off this video here. Okay. So, but then the point that I was trying to make, I was trying to put up a side of men rather than your spirit, like I said in the beginning, because of the spirits, or you're gonna be one flesh and you're gonna be transferred demons. I'm sure you have heard that so many times, but this is another physical side that is a reality and that you must watch out for, because it's the case. So besides, if some of you feel like, but I've been sleeping with people, I've never felt it affecting me anyhow, know that now in the physical, maybe that's the reason all those men, they run you over and they don't stay, or they end up acting weird, is because of this. And only a matured man will know that this is a woman worth to stay with. Even after that, he will still want to stay with you. So you don't want to risk yourself and make someone or assume that someone is mature. Rather, you stay safe and be like, you know what, before we date, I don't want this. If you want us to go this far, be ready for us to get married. Then I think that's the easiest way. And that's all I had for you in today's video here in the Gospel with Ishmael. I'll see you in the next episode. Okay, just remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. See ya.